My name is Gabriela, and today I will inform you about climate change around the world. Climate change is a long-term shift in weather patterns and temperatures. But what's the difference between weather and climate change? Well, weather refers to a short-term atmospheric conditions, while climate change is the weather of a specific region averaged over a long period of time. Climate change affects the environment in many different ways, including rising temperatures and sea levels, flooding, and more. These events affect things that we depend upon and value, like water, energy, wildlife, agriculture, ecosystem, and human health. Some of the causes of climate change are burning fossil fuels, deforestation, agriculture, overfishing, power plants, vehicles and transportation, etc. Also, climate change is more severe in countries and regions that are already vulnerable to it, such as those that are poor, have a history of conflict, or depend on agriculture. Now I will talk about some of the things caused by climate change that are happening here in the United States and other countries. Global sea levels rose about 8 inches in the last century. However, the rate of the last 2 decades is almost double that of the last century and accelerates slightly each year. Oceans are taking the brunt of our climate crisis, covering more than 70% of the planet's surface. They absorb 93% of all the heat that's trapped by greenhouse gases, and up to 30% of all the carbon dioxide emitted from burning fossil fuels. Temperature-sensitive fish and other marine life are already changing migration patterns toward cooler and deeper waters to survive. Unlike the fish, sea life such as coral do not have the ability to relocate, so they die. Climate change also affects animals. It's about far more than just polar bears. Half of the animal species in the world's most biodiverse places, like the Amazon rainforest and the Galapagos Islands, are at a risk of extinction. Climate change is threatening species that are already suffering from the biodiverse crisis. Many species behaviors like mating, feeding, and migration are closely tied to subtle seasonal shifts. In some cases, changes to the environment are happening quicker than species are ever able to adapt. Climate change worsens air quality. It increases exposure to hazardous wildfires, smoke, and ozone smog triggered by warmer conditions. This will drive displacement due to impacts like food, water scarcity, and economic instability. Most of these things are already happening. A lot of natural disasters are happening because of these changes, such as hurricanes, floods, and wildfires, largely due to warmer temperatures causing more water vapor in the atmosphere, which is leading to heavier rainfall and more powerful storms. Humans play a very important role in climate change. Although they are the most affected by these changes, it is because of us that climate change is reaching very devastating, sad, and worrying extremes. The first wave of impact can already be felt in our communities and seen in our nightly news. The World Health Organization says that in the near future, between 2030 and 2050, climate change is expected to cause an additional 250,000 deaths per year from things like malnutrition, insects-borne diseases, and heat stress. These are some of the things that climate change is causing around the world. Thank you.